Oh yeah, let's go. Well, welcome everyone. It's me and Dada again, and we'll be casting the wrapper up of this phase of our CPL Royale series. So
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and let's see what our final matches are going to be today.
yeah, are you excited for the final matches for the culmination of the tournament?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the final standings are and how many points people got. And
Oh yeah,
I kind of have a bit of an idea, but we'll see, I guess.
yeah, you're correct. That reminds me of we can actually show our standings so far. We did made the effort of going over all the games and recording the score, so you can currently see them on the screen right now.
What's up,
We've got
Shimmer, in the chats?
yeah, what's up everyone? Final Sky here, and Shimmer as well. I think
Yeah, we got
Tade is
some
joining.
CPL regulars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when
Uh,
you look at those standings, it's actually kind of like I've only seen Do Life win games. I think he's lost maybe one or two games or something, but it's I
yeah,
don't remember when he last lost a game. Let's put it that way.
yeah. Dula has been absolutely crazy this in this tournament. I think I'm pretty certain they have not lost a series, but they may have tied 1-1 one of the series that they had.
Yeah, and this is showing us that even the great Doodle Doodle is a mere mortal.
Yeah, the fan favorite Dodo Dodo currently standing here at the third place. Definitely an upset for some people.
Yeah.
Everyone going into this tournament when I was making it basically said because the idea of the whole tournament is to finally get that rivalry set up and decide who is the best pupil out of the most advanced ones. And everyone's saying, oh yeah, do just win the whole thing. Well,
Yeah.
apparently not. Apparently not.
Yeah, especially since Doodle also won the King of the Tears tournament a little while before that. So he was the favorite, and
Yeah,
yeah.
going into that thing, he was definitely one of the favorites. I have heard some people saying like there's he's one of these great personalities in CPL that there's always the like people like to talk about them. Some people are saying, "Oh, Dudu is too good." Other people are saying, "Yeah, Dudu should be a coach," and there's some other players who are saying, "Yeah, I can beat Dudu any day," even though they're not really showing it, except maybe Do Life.
Yeah. But yeah, Do Life is of course a member of Let Us Attack, so I'm glad to see him doing well.
Yeah, supporting your team
Supporting my
members.
team even after the teams are already no longer in
Well,
existence technically.
CPL9 is not a thing anymore. Well, yet. So
Yeah. But
yeah,
I guess when CPL9 rolls around, we're probably going to be in the same team again, just based on being in the same time zone and things like that.
yeah, could be. Game is up, by the way.
Oh, sorry, let me just join the game. Oh wait, what server are you on?
I think I'm on Europe, but I can rehost. CPL9 went.
Let me join Europe then. Ah, there you are. I can see it now. There we are. Okay, looks like we have Polypoid as our first map.
Yep, Polypoid is the first map again. Players are picking the maps. So Polypoid was the map that was left over after both of our players had their bans. So it seems like Polypoid is the map that they most agree is balanced for that matchup in particular.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
always when you start with the first game. Uh, you always kind of go with the vanilla map. Oh, don't forget to switch over. Ah, there we are.
yeah.
There we go. So we have Ash Do Life in the top left corner, the Terran player.
Yep, and we've got in the bottom right corner, we've got Jedi 1. And Jedi has also been one of these other people in the tournament that has performed, I think, better than people were expecting initially going into the game.
Yeah, this is actually kind of interesting that Do Life and Jedi are both in the Ash clan, and they're both Let Us Attack members. So
Yeah, and
these two have been playing games before today. You can be sure of that. Probably familiar with each other's playstyles.
Yeah,
We see that first pylon going up on the high ground to make that gateway.
we can see that mind gaming thing going on between these two. For
yes,
sure.
Definitely.
By the way, how is the sound, guys? Is everything okay? The in-game sound and the music and so on. If not, let us know.
Yes, please do
Art
let
of
us know.
Turtle just joined, and Dada, yeah.
Oh, nice. Welcome, guys.
Good to see some
chat.
Zergs joining the stream.
Yeah, we need more Zergs, man. Look at
Definitely.
This. We're doing TVP again. We might as well just call this a TVP tournament.
Dada was feeling lonely. Well, we have 3 Terrans out of our 6 participants, so it's a
You're
TVP.
right. It's
really.
the TVP tournament.
Yeah, TVX.
TVX, yeah. But Art of Turtle's right. This is a great matchup. These two players, very good, both of them. Very successful in the tournament as well, in the CPL that is.
Ooh, Art of Turtle giving us some Ash info. It's what exactly was it? Division C Jedi versus Division C Captain Do Life.
Okay, I guess this is an Ash Clan thing. Maybe
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe you can elaborate. I'm not part of Ash. I don't really know how it works. So.
Well, I'm not part of Ash either, but I would assume just based on that, the Jedi seems to have a higher rank in their division. I know IRK are also doing divisions. It's sort of like or if it's similar to what IRK was, it's sort of like the tiers that we have in CPL.
But Jedi is just his name, right? It's not his rank.
Yeah.
If your rank is Jedi, that's pretty good. But
if your rank is Jedi, you are.
Yeah. The Jedi Master is that's the top rank in.
It's a different star thing. It's not StarCraft.
It's a different universe, yes. They're both in space, but they're not the same thing.
Well, you don't know that. The Zealots have these psi blades. They're pretty much like sabers, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess
energy
the
blades
are. But I would say that the Dark Templar, they're really the Jedi of the StarCraft world.
Yeah, but they have like what was their weapon? More like a sight kind of thing.
Is that not just StarCraft 2? Isn't it like a sword in Root War? I'm not sure actually, because the art is so small, I can't really tell.
Yeah, well, let's hope to see some DTs this game.
Oh, I like this. If you go to the bottom right, you see that SCP just got blocked by that pylon. That was very nice.
Yeah, then of course Do Life was on top of things and was able to mineral walk the. Oh, interesting. Was able to mineral walk the SCV away from trouble.
Yeah, I actually cancelled that pylon as well.
Yeah, he didn't really need that pylon, and he.
Oh, sorry, it's not a Citadel; it's a robotics facility.
I think it was a Citadel. So
was it?
He showed the Citadel over the pylon and then cancelled out as soon as the SCV died and started the roll.
Yeah, I thought I saw a Citadel, but then I saw robotics and I was like, wait a minute. I must be wrong.
Final Sky saying they have DTs have both side blades and wrist. Well, side blades and wrist blades in the lore, apparently.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, that game so far is pretty standard from Jedi, despite what he tried to signal to Do Life, and I think Do Life is Do Life is reacting to seeing that Citadel. He's putting a super early armory. Yeah, Shimmer, we are very close to our goal that we had set. You can check what our what each of the different tiers or going towards that goal unlock. I think right now basically everything is unlocked, and we just had that. If we have any spares, they will go towards the tournament organizers and stuff, just to say thank you. So it's a really nice amount of the pot price to be looking at this. It managed to fund this tournament, which we still have a best of 5 between the top 2 pupils. And then it also sponsored, if I'm not mistaken, 2 best of 5s between coaches. And additionally, we have Bonnet versus Ziki 5 games confirmed. So there will be a lot of content coming up once this is over. But of course, thank you to all the supporters and everyone that made it possible for that tournament and everything else to come up. And if I'm not mistaken, Shimmer is one of the big supporters.
Yes, he definitely is. So it looks like Jedi is just pushing out, getting rid of some mines near his the place that's going to be his third, most likely.
Yeah, and he feels comfortable right now, pushing towards the third and then setting up to take it. Yeah, there we go. We've got the probe, because look at what's near the Terran's mineral only. There's that sneaky probe there that's watching over everything.
I was looking at that probe, thinking what's going to happen here.
The idea of that probe is not to build any balance and do any proxy stuff. It's just to spot if the Terran's moving out.
Yeah,
Because,
that makes sense. It doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like you really do anything with that probe. At least not in this stage of the game.
I really like what Jedi's response here is, because he did show the
loses his
unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's always painful to lose that obs. But yeah, he did show the Citadel early that he cancelled later on.
Scan in the main of Jedi.
Yeah, he saw the Robotech and the Reavers as well.
Oh no! That Reaver running into a mine, unfortunately.
Oh wait, where's the shuttle? But yeah, it's also Jedi One currently has some Dragoons. Had some Dragoons in his base, and this is a very common response when Terrans see a Citadel play and they know you're going DTs. They would make a dropship. So he was kind of trying to mind game his opponent, and that might be from the, as you said, that they are in the same clan.
That's like 4 Vultures make it into the natural, and this is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah. Fortunately, a Reaver pops out just at this moment, so these are going to be taken care of. Looks like it was a pretty quick pull by Jedi, pulling away the workers.
He is denying mining of that natural base for a very long time now, and yeah, see the probes are still not transferred. And we have a speed shuttle in play right now. Picking up both Reavers. Is Jedi gonna try and go for the bust of the third base? I don't think it's possible, given that.
Well, I don't know. There's not that many tanks there, and there's only tanks. There's nothing else.
Yeah, it's 7 tanks.
I'm not sure, but you do have that missile turret there. But he does have quite a lot of goons. No speed on the Zealots yet.
I guess the really scary part is that Jedi currently does not have an observer in Life's main base, which he did try, if you remember, to get earlier, but it got picked off. So
Yes.
Jedi doesn't really know what's the factory count and doesn't know how many units can do Life reinforce with if he attempts to bust.
Yeah, because if he busts, then he may end up killing a lot of tanks, but that's not going to help him if Terran is then able to just push out.
Yeah, and also it's based on how many factories currently the Terran has. It might be that Dulai has been baiting him and trying to make him attack into that area. Whereas realistically, he can have a lot more reinforcements behind a turret that will just come by as soon as you try to push out.
Yeah, I feel like as he's doing a little bit of harass now with one of the Reavers, but I think as Jedi, you kind of just have to get your next base here. And it looks like he is going to try to take a fourth. There's a mine blocking the Nexus, so he has to take care of that.
Yeah, I'm really interested in what's going to be the fifth base by Jedi, because currently the style that Jedi is going for he is going up to 8 gates, which means that he wants to go for the later kind of game, like refugee style perhaps, and not attempt to bust immediately the Terran. But it's pretty much based on where exactly he puts his fifth base, which will signal what type of style he wants to play with.
Yeah, I don't know if at this point you maybe want to take one of the mains, but he is going to clear out these vultures that are here. There was actually a probe hiding there.
So taking one of the main bases, as you said, which he currently did, is what you do if you want to go for the refugee style. If you just want to go for endless trades with the Terran player and try to end the game on
base, like the amount of probes that just got picked off, that was massive.
Almost all the probes went down. It was 7 or 8 probes.
Those vultures, that was just perfect timing. They came in at exactly the moment that the probes were transferring and right before the cannons finished.
Yeah, it was, but it was also a bit sloppy by Jedi for not putting up the SimCity that just straight blocks vultures.
Yeah, DoLife is able to get a lot of work done with these vultures. It's really impressive.
Yeah, vultures are really strong units. Do you remember Bonnet's? You know, Zero had in one of the BSLs kind of like a questionnaire that he was posting right before every matchup for every player, and one of the questions there was which unit do you think is the most overpowered in the whole game?
Oh yeah.
Bonnet's answer was not just Vulture, it was Vulture, I think, 15 times.
Yeah.
PTSD definitely triggered there.
Yeah, as a Zerg player, you don't see vultures every game. You know, they're certainly very strong, but you don't see them that much. So, as a Protoss player, I can understand being traumatized by them a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you just saw what they are capable of doing. 4 vultures went in and killed like 7-8 probes. It's horrible. That said,
it's disgusting.
Jedi 1 is doing a really good job with keeping up with his worker production.
Yeah, and we have that first, we have kind of like a little bit of a SimCity there in the top right base with that gateway there and the cannon.
Yeah, I can't say that I like that necessarily, because usually when you take a second main base, you want to create a gateway farm in that second main base, which will allow well, prevent the Terran from sieging your rally point and checkmating you in that way.
Yeah, I actually think he has enough money to do that, but he doesn't seem to be doing it right now.
He definitely has the bank, but it's very multitask intensive thing to control your army while you're trying to maneuver around the map, while you're scouting for the Terran and setting up a whole new gateway farm and managing all your other bases. He has the resources to do it, just not the attention right now.
Very nice scan there by Do Life. Sees where the army is.
Yeah, and currently Jedi's army is very clumped up, which is
yeah, it almost looks like Recall. I mean, it's not, but it's like the Recall clump.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually moving some zealots in. Oh, there we go. He's gonna run over some mines, though.
Oof. Yeah, he really...
I don't like this attack, to be honest. There's so many vultures here, so many tanks.
No, it's
Matrix with tank, wow.
Yeah, it is a battle attack. He should back off now.
Yeah, he's gonna lose everything. And
yeah,
maybe...
cut on the losses and just go back.
Maybe he kills like 4 or 5 tanks and a bunch of vultures, I think.
It was definitely not a very effective trade, and he is still only on 8 gates, which is a problem currently, because Terran lost almost nothing, and they're now able to push out. And that is one of the reasons why another gateway farm would be very helpful, because right now he should have really been producing out of 10 or 12 gateways from his main, and he could have had like a backup 8 or 10 gateways in some other main.
Yeah, Do Life knows that there's no other army on the map. There's he probably also scanned the top right base and sees that there's no gateways there, so I think he can just try to roll up and try to siege up in a very aggressive position here.
Yeah, and if he takes control over Protoss' rallies, it will be almost game over for the Protoss. It will be almost unrecoverable. Interesting to see that we have 1 Corsair.
Is this the BM Corsair, or is it actually going to do something?
It's there is some use of Corsairs, like if you're actually trying to go for D-Wave, or if you're using them to just scout the Terran's main base. But he's doing neither, so it's probably a misclick Corsair rather than a BM Corsair.
I guess if you really want a BM, you'd make a scout.
Yeah.
A scout would actually be useful in this game, though. And just, of course, I can go after that one science vessel. Maybe get like 3 shots off before dying.
Jesse in the chat also saying interesting decision to go and attack Terran player in their high ground without much vision. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It was not the play.
Yeah, definitely. This game just about looks over to me because there's just not enough production from Protoss, is there? He did make an absolutely ridiculous amount of zealots, though.
One good thing going for Jedi Life right now is he has taken down the expansion at 12 o'clock. I mean, the CC is still alive, but it's pretty much lifted. There is no mining going over there. And he's trying to make a lot of gates in that top right.
That was like 50 supply worth of zealots or something like that. Just gone. Yeah, it's looking grim here for Jedi, I'd say.
It's definitely looking bad for Jedi.
This big rally of vultures coming up now. I think they're actually deviating to the other base.
He should really abandon this base and try to make units out of his other main base, but yeah, it's the life right now is too big to fail, and he's just shattering Jedi 1's economy.
Yeah, he's actually going to set up a contain on the top right base as well.
Yeah, he can currently afford that. It's the bank is huge for Do Life, and the supply lead is also very much in favor.
Yeah, so I think probably Do Life is gonna add another point to his name. There's a GG.
The GG has been called, and yeah, you
Very
are
well played.
right.
Yeah, in this situation, it's just impossible to get out of that when you've got two main bases and you've got gateways in both of them, but both of them have been sieged up, and you just can't really produce enough to break either of the contains.
Yeah, it was. I feel like I said it a bit earlier. Jedi's just attention was a bit lacking this game. In some regards, as JY likes to say, he like Do Life was doing a lot of APM damage to his opponent, so he was really tasking the APM of Jedi, and that showed in Do Life not Jedi not being able to set up that second main base with the economy and so on.
Yeah, definitely. This is a game of multitasking, game of APM.
Yeah.
And if you can hurt your opponent in that regard, it's definitely a huge advantage.
Oh yeah, it's a very valid way to play. Game 2 is gonna be on Butter, so it's this is Jedi's pick.
Right,
And
Jedi lost the. Oh, looks like they have the same colors. That's very nice. I like that. I guess they picked these colors manually.
Yeah, I think so. And well, they are. Yeah, they must have. They have not played on top versus bottom though. Yeah, it's gonna be Do Life again, spawning in the top right corner.
And Jedi 1 in the bottom right. With a probe leaving pretty early. Is this too early for a gas steal?
It is definitely too early for a gas steal. It's gonna be pylon and then gateway and then maybe a gas.
Yes. I guess when you're a Do Life, I think you're probably thinking that after a gas steal, it's pretty common for pros players these days to just make a Nexus and just go for a macro game after that. But there's going to be aggression coming at him.
Yeah. And
I guess you can just make. There's a lot of rocky ground here, but you can just make two gateways here, right?
You can, yeah. You can make a second gateway. I don't think he'll be making that second gateway though. I think it's gonna be just one.
Yeah, it's just one. The probe is moving away.
And
is he gonna? Oh, I think he saw that probe coming in from a weird angle.
He saw the angle for the probe, and
yeah, there's gonna be a wall here, so he actually can't even get the gas steal off now. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's rough for Jedi right now, and Do Life is probably gonna scout that.
I think Do Life has been watching ASL. I forgot what the player was who did this, but wasn't it Haya who did this? Who did the wall in on Butter to prevent the gas steal?
I'm not.
I think in the round of 24. I don't remember, but yeah, I've seen that in ASL definitely, and it's very effective. You have to send the probe out really early to get the gas steal if you're up against a wall in.
Yeah, it's it has
actually Jedi is not even making a zealot right now.
I mean,
Do Life's gonna scout it anyway.
There is an incentive still for Jedi to make that zealot and start doing damage on that supply depot. Basically, force Do Life to pull a few SCVs to repair that and so on. But it's rough for Jedi for sure.
Is this just simply the answer to early gate pressure on this map to just make that wall in? Because it looks like a very economic wall in, right?
Well, yes and no, because as I said, even if your gateway is so close to the Terran's base, your Zealot comes so fast, and that is one of the reasons why Terran players have stopped really walling. Because you have to respect the Zealot doing damage on your buildings, and you have to pull SCVs to repair, which is one less SCV mining. And it's also a mineral sink for the repair.
Still, the fact that Jedi is okay, he just made a goon, but the fact that he didn't make a Zealot kind of, to me, it kind of says that this did not go according to plan.
No. And also, I definitely like Jedi's response to that. It's gonna be 2-fact behind it. And right now,
yeah.
Jedi might be a bit suspicious because he did see 4 Marines, and normally a Terran player would not make more than 3 if they were not planning on being aggressive.
Yeah, bunker going down now.
So DoLife is really trying to sell it as a standard opener.
He's gonna lose all these Marines though, and maybe the... Yeah, he's gonna land the barracks now, because otherwise the goons can just move in.
Let's see if he will attempt to remake a Marine though, because that would be really selling the, hey, I'm trying to play standard, and yeah, he's right now remaking a... Because with the 2-fact you don't really need any Marines, but...
Actually a shame that the bunker finished, because now you can't cancel it.
Yeah, it's not SC2, where you can just salvage your buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, this actually still might work for Jedi, because he is amassing quite a lot of goons here now.
Yeah, you can't realistically... Oh, no.
And there's not really a SimCity here for the tanks to kite very effectively, but I guess he's gonna have to try to block with SCPs. Let's see how good the... Oh, I was gonna say let's see how good the repair is, but there's not enough time.
The repair was not on time, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't you just keep making goons here, and maybe even make a Zealot because of the DPS.
Well, a Zealot will again not get in, and look at how good SCVs are against Dragoons. It's insane. But yeah, 2-Kid can technically stop a 2-fact. It's kind of difficult, but because this was a weird 2-fact with 4 Marines and DoLife even tried to make a 5th one, that's why I feel it was a bit more successful.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work anymore now, because now we've got 2 tanks with 2 more on the way, 1 more on the way I should say, and we still have 4 goons. I don't think this is gonna... I think this attack for pros is just gonna get weaker as time goes on.
It will get weaker, and it will transition into a more standard game, but Jedi has already won this. So he made the best out of his forward gateway and DoLife having that SimCity. Because right now he has taken down 2 completed supply depots, and I believe has also managed to either cancel or deny two more that were in progress, and has taken down 2 tanks. So quite big eco damage already, and army damage as well from Jedi 1.
He just keeps making more goons.
And that is what you really should be doing in such a situation. The only thing...
There's also Citadel coming up, 2 more gates being added.
The only thing that can really hurt Jedi right now is if DoLife for some reason went for starport behind that and was super all in and tried to drop some vultures, but just because Jedi already saw the 2 factories, he kind of knows that DoLife does not really have the gas to put up a starport, or he'll be so all in that if that strategy doesn't work, it's kind of like the end of the game.
Nice mind draft there, getting the tank. And he's gonna reset the 10 count again.
Yeah,
I have to say it's looking much better for Jedi now because Life was too forward with his army. He's trying to get some vultures out, which is nice, but there's gateways in the main, so eventually you're gonna get a goon out to.
Yeah, but these guns are quite far away, and if the vultures make a beeline for the main base before that probe manages to complete the wall, yeah, they will do a lot
there
of
it
damage.
is, yeah. But shouldn't there be a goon coming out now? If he can just pull the probes, maybe he can mitigate this damage as much as possible. Actually using the probes to block.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's a ton of damage, yeah.
Like Terran, you can make a wall to your main base with 2 pylons on this map.
Mm.
Yeah, the 2 vultures definitely did some damage, but I don't feel like it was enough to bring him back. And that one's out just dragging all the mines.
Yeah, now there's nothing obstructing these goons from coming in.
Yeah, and siege is not yet done, so.
And look at
I think that's gonna be. And after
this time he didn't cancel the Citadel, so.
Yeah, and after that, Zealot dragged all the mines and cleared them. The DT is just gonna finish the job. Jedi 1 staying true to his name.
Yes. It looks like a sword to me. It doesn't look like a scythe.
It's some sort of a blade. That's how much I can tell.
Is it attached to his arm, or is it like something he holds? Because I know the zealots, their blades are attached to their arms.
Yeah, they're sort of part of their suit for the zealots, but no, I think this is actually a blade for the DPs.
I mean, Life is staying in this game, but I think there's nothing left for him. I think he's gonna GG in a moment.
Try to have the best mind connects ever, but yeah, I feel like we're moments away from the GG. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
And yeah, as I said, Jedi 1 was really the dark horse of the tournament, and yet again, taking a game of the favorite here.
Yeah, very well done by Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the whole thing about making a gate and hitting a wall in is sort of an unanswered question for me. Like exactly what the trade-offs are and how you should play. It's kind of hard for me to reason about.
Yeah, there's a few ways you can go. One of them is you can still keep the pressure on and harass non-stop your opponent, but you can also do what we just saw Jedi did, completely skip the early part of the aggression and then try to continue playing a more standard game from there, just with one of your gateways slightly more forward.
Yeah, and it was definitely like very good mind rags, very good micro. I think he actually I saw a DT drag 2 mines, which should have killed it, but somehow didn't. So there's some magic going on there.
Yeah, sometimes when both the mines connect at the same time, only one of them will do the damage to the DT.
It actually killed the vulture, not the DT. That was funny. It's always nice to see drags like that. It's fun.
Yeah. I also had a mine just not connect, not do any damage recently in one of my games. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was
they can miss, right? They have a miss chance or something.
I don't think so. It's I think it's more related to if wherever they diffuse, if the area around that is unwalkable as well, there is some weird part of the code that makes the mine just not do any damage.
Oh, we're in another game. We're on Eclipse this time.
Yeah, and we are again following the winner of that last game, Jedi.
Jedi versus Pandor this time. Pandor spawning in the bottom left. That's
Yeah,
a beautiful
for
gray.
another PvT. I'm very surprised that Jedi did not ban Eclipse from his initial map pool. I'm surprised to see it as the map that has survived all the bans.
And maybe just got tired of playing on Polypoid.
Could be.
As a probe going out. Standard timing this time.
The life for next PSL. I mean, it's possible. We did see Exit in the previous PSL, and he is one of the contestants in this tournament. So yeah, the top end of the Pupils is really, really highly skilled players.
Like there's the gas steal from Jedi.
Yeah, he gets the gas this time.
Yeah, I guess on Eclipse you don't really do that kind of wall-in that we saw on Butter earlier.
You can still do it with, but you need 2 supply depots and a barracks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money to spend right off the bat, I guess.
Yeah. And the only reason you'd go for such a wall would be if you were expecting a proxy gate. Because you are sacrificing some of your economy as well.
Yes, and it looks like there's a Nexus behind this, which is, I think, the more meta way to play these days.
Yeah, Gastio into Nexus is... when Terran players are unhappy about the matchup and are expressing their opinions about Protoss players, it's like this is one of the builds that triggers them the most.
Yeah. This is the most fuck you build that exists.
Yeah, and Pandor currently scouts that, and I can tell you he's not happy.
Well, I guess, Pandor, he doesn't strike me as someone who tilts very easily. I think he's just like, oh, okay, it's not one of these.
Yeah.
We know what to do.
Dirty Protoss players.
Yeah. I'm sure, Pandor is dealt with it 100,000 times. Playing a lot of games with Doodle during CPL.
Yeah, also these 2 Marines walking out, they are definitely scary paired with that 1 SCV, because if the SCV stays alive...
Oh, you can't really make a bunker though, right? That's not... Is that in the cards here with the Zealot coming out?
With...
Well, just one more hit on that SCV and it's gonna die, I think.
Yeah, with the Zealot out, it's not really possible.
Yeah. I guess with the bunker and 4 Marines, he's not gonna have to worry about anyone running by.
Yeah, he would have the SimCity to not allow it to happen. Jesse asking if the Gastio into Nexus is a build. Yeah, it's something that the Koreans pioneered, so it's definitely a build.
Despite that flashy opening, we have what I think is very standard developed now.
Yeah, the game is transitioning into a very standard one. It's just Jedi does have the slight eco advantage, but because Pandor went for a Rax into a CC, that is almost mitigated. And even if you pay close attention to the workers, Pandor has is producing a workers slightly faster. Their counts are almost equal, 30 to 28 right now, but they will be 30 to 30 in a second.
Looks like some goons are going to be moving out to try and pressure that bunker.
Yeah, and Pandor reacting with 2 factories behind that, which is very common for after you open with such a fast CC, because you do need some production. But the second add-on is not as common, I feel. Like, you can really get away with a single machine shop.
Oh, that goon taking quite a lot of damage there.
Yeah, it's especially because it's 4 Marines in that bunker. They dish out damage so fast, and that if you're not paying attention for a few seconds, with the Dragoons as responsive as they are, it's really hard to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you actually saw right before he started shooting, like that one Dragoon was dancing behind the other Dragoon for like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah.
For Dragoons to do that.
The bunker was actually less than 100 health, so he might have actually like busted it if that hadn't happened. Because the pool was maybe a little bit slow.
Yeah, that is what separates the good Protoss players from like the really great ones. The really good ones can micro their Dragoons so well that they almost see like a perfectly responsive unit. They're not Dragoons in their hands.
Yes.
And again, we do see Jedi going for some DTs
Oh my God,
and protecting from a drop, but there is no drop because the vultures are just running by.
Yeah, that was very surprising. There's just nothing there to stop them.
Yeah, it was. There were 2 zealots that were just sleeping on the
job. Oh my God, that mind drag there, killing a lot of probes.
Yeah, it was about, again, 8 workers of damage. And the zealots will be once again trying to drag all the mines for the DTs, but one of the zealots definitely did not do the good job. It dragged the mine into the zealot. Pandor just scanned the 3rd base, but because of that scan, he currently has no energy for any more scans. They will have 50 energy for very soon for 2 more scans.
Yeah, he does have a missile turret there, which looks like it's against drops, but I think it will do against the DTs as well.
Yeah, and also that other missile turret on the high ground is protecting the tanks that are currently sieged outside the main.
These goons. Oh yes, they're gonna run into that mine, unfortunately.
Cannot believe that mine connected.
Yeah.
Jedi being very careful about further on buys, adding chance to their mineral lines. For a very brief moment had 4 on gas, but
it looks like he's tired of running into mines. Observatory just came in.
Yeah, and Pandor will attempt to take the 3rd base, and currently has enough scans so that the DT trying to hold the high ground will not be very effective. But it all goes back to that super early eco damage with the vulture on by. Because you can steal that even after that Jedi is still 8, now 9 workers behind. And as such, just their eco is
And they're
slightly
actually
worse.
moving his SCVs into the base before that DT is cleared out.
Yeah, but
Fortunately,
SCVs
doesn't take any damage yet.
Yeah, Jedi 1 again attacking in not the most optimal way, but did pull these Dragoons back. They might in fact be able to find these vultures, adding near one of the potential four base locations for the Protoss.
Yeah, I do like that Jedi is taking the 4th base now. And that shuttle just flew in. I don't know if we caught that on camera, but just flew in and then flew right back out because there's turrets there.
Yeah,
I actually don't know what happened. There were 2 DTs in that shuttle, but I will see.
It seems like one of the turrets got taken out near the natural. So I guess that's what the DD is focused on. But we have High Templars on the field, and Storm upgrade is already done.
I actually think that these vultures are gonna get this cannon before it warps in the bottom right.
Yeah, cannons are super fragile. Thankfully, though, there are no probes in the base.
Yeah, it's just a +1 vulture, but even then managed to take out that cannon. That's really annoying. Now you have to get all these Dragoons over from the other side of the map, run over mines.
Pandor saw the...
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this mine did not connect. But Pandor currently knows about this shuttle.
He's actually flying in with the shuttle, even though it's very low on HP. It only has shields right now, but
yeah,
it looks
I suppose
like that
he relies on the fact that this turret was taken out earlier.
Yeah, it hasn't been rebuilt yet, so let's see how much damage this can do. Oh, but they're all clumped up. You can do another one. You've got another Templar in there. Come on.
Ooh. Yeah, he has to morph an Archon right now.
Yeah. That was a huge amount of damage.
He does actually have enough.
Yeah, he can do
it.
There it goes. Yeah. Well, that was pretty amazing. That did a ton of damage. It's actually in the lead now in worker count. So we managed to make up for that early loss.
Yeah, it's less impactful when it's a bit later in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
But definitely trying to claw back into this game in every way possible. I wonder how is that his DT later on. Not DT. High tempo outro gonna be. Because with the style that Jedi is currently going for, what you're relying on is taking like very small skirmish fights against the Terran and trying to storm their tanks to reduce their tank count to prevent them from reaching that 3 to 200 mass. Because if they get to that point, it's there is no amount of storms that will save you.
Yeah, Pandora is actually on 2-0 right now. Looks like the armor is almost done.
Yeah, I don't know really what happened with armor 1. Seems to be a bit late.
Yeah, I think he just forgot to start it because he's had these 2 armories for a while, but only the first one was spinning.
Yeah, could be. Maybe he didn't have enough gas when he wanted to start it. But also, yeah, I thought that there's gonna be some Dragoons running in, but it's ill-advised to say at the very least.
Yeah, Jedi has already had his one ill-fated attack. At least this case, he was gonna go down ramp instead of upper ramp.
Yeah, not much of a help though when his army is not that big. And the Terran is positioned really nicely near that ramp.
Yeah, looks like 2-1 just finished, and the 3-2 is on the way.
Yeah, and then right now, Jedi's on a really big timer because Pandor is maxed. So Pandor should be going for, yeah, there's the unsiege, and I would expect the push out would be very soon.
Yeah, he's even building up a very impressive bank right now.
Meanwhile, Jedi just running into mines again. Oh no!
Oh, that was a big hit. So it's very softened up now. Looks like Pandor's actually going to be moving up to try to cut off this army from reinforcements. And this could be a very strong forward position for Pandor. We can get these tanks sieged up. He's having a little bit of trouble here with that little area, that little water area in the center.
Yeah, but it's only 2-1 still, so Jedi has some chance of clearing this.
Yeah, about maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes before the 3-2 finishes, I think.
Yeah. As you noticed, it's just the upgrades work slightly later than they should have been. Usually around 14-15 minutes is when 3-2 finishes. And you push out, but Pandor's upgrade were a bit slower.
Yeah, he's still got a sizable army here, but it's not something that Jedi can't take out if he... well, actually, he doesn't really have the units for it right now. I guess he has lost most of his units in that last attack.
Yeah,
so
and he's
could actually
going
be a
to
headache.
Stargate Arbiter right now as well. But it's gonna be... Yeah, there's enough vessels for detection. It's gonna be rough. Jedi can currently come back from this, but it's mainly because Terran's upgrades are late.
Yeah, we'll see how fast the next rally of tanks can get here for Pandor.
Yeah, these vultures are really doing a great job trading with the Zealots, because the Zealots are right now the one scary thing that can kill all these tanks.
Yeah, I actually like what Pandor's doing now. He killed the next, and now he's just moving back to a safe position.
Yeah, he's gonna wait for a few more vulture rallies before moving out, which is very wise.
Looks like maybe the +3 just finished, actually.
Yeah, maybe even gonna wait for the 3-2, and because armor...
3-2 just finished, so...
Our armor is done now, and it's the 200 3-2 army. That is the very scary thing from Terran players. I don't know how Jedi can stop this.
Yeah, look how easily those goons just fall to this army.
Yeah, I mean, it was also like a numbers game in the engagement, but it's not much different when it's a max procs army versus that, just a single control group of goons.
Yeah, even the vultures are scary at this point.
Yeah, 3-2 just melts everything.
Against the 4th base position. Looks like Jedi is gonna double expand to get back to 4 bases.
Yeah, well, he also has the bottom expand up, but not running.
Oh, sorry,
yet.
yes. You're absolutely right. Yeah, he doesn't have that up yet, but he does have the base, yeah.
So it's currently just barely 3 base mining. It was very soon be 1 base mining.
And now Pandor is going to take that top left base with the 2 gas, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting dynamic to be right next to that Protoss base.
Even though it's 2 gas, by the way, on that top left gas, it's they're both reduced in the amount of gas that they have. So it's 2 gazers, but it's almost like 1 gas.
Yeah, it's 3,000 each, right?
Yeah,
yeah, it's 3,000. Yeah.
And a normal gazer is with 5,000.
Yeah, so obviously, when you have the 2 bases in the bottom right, it's much stronger.
Yeah.
It's a pretty interesting engagement here, because the army has to come all the way back here to deal with this. There's actually very little to defend right now, but it looks like I think this is gonna mostly get taken care of before it can do any serious damage.
Yeah, there's enough Terran reinforcements that he can't really get on top of the production. And that army, but I mean, these stasis currently are out of this world. They are helping Jedi so much.
Yeah, this almost looks like a cheat code or something.
Yeah,
It's insane stasis. Yeah.
it's completely blocking one of the.
It's actually such a big stasis that I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to take this out when it unfreezes.
Well, it's three
I
different
guess so.
spaces, and
He's got a storm ready as well. Ah, okay, yeah, so it's gonna be staggered as well. That is a huge, huge win for Pandora.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure how Pandora was able to pull that off, but really well done by them. Well,
yeah,
Jedi. I mean, Jedi was
yeah.
able to pull that off.
And do you think he can actually break this base up here? Given how much the Terran's army has been reset. I mean, Terran was 200-200 with a very significant advantage, and now Terran's actually behind in supply.
And he currently has one more stasis available, so yeah, he has the potential to break that base.
Again, some units up and then stasis the ramp, I guess.
It's with goons.
Oh, unfortunately, it just runs into mines.
Yeah, and goons are just goon AI is.
Goons are gonna goon.
Yep.
Oh, the Arbiter actually killed the missile turret.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first time ever.
It's got one kill.
He should really try to take the middle base at the left hand side rather than focusing on this one.
Oh, nice storm there on the SCPs as well. Gonna have another storm ready in a few moments.
Nice storm, and you know what? If he can actually just go back to that fort base of Terran and stasis the SCVs, that would be a huge win.
Yeah, stasis the SCVs is not something you see much. Usually it's like a desperation move when your Arbiter's about to get picked off.
Yeah, in a situation like this though, when you have taken out so many workers, and if it's one of their one or two last mining bases,
oh, there's a recall. It's a very small recall, but it's right over the top of the production, and there's actually no mines here right now.
Yeah, but most of the cells are still taken out by whatever mines there were. Pandora is gonna try and do some counterattack.
One time I started a new game against the CPU, and I just made a bunch of Arbiters and tried to micro them like Mutas. They're so weak.
And so unresponsive as well.
They actually can't take out an SCP in one hit if you get a full 11 Arbiters.
Yeah, you need 12.
I think. Yeah,
you need 12
I think you need 12, yeah. To do 60 damage.
And only if the SCV has 0 armor.
Oh, right. They actually get armor?
Yeah, if you get infantry armor,
right.
they will
yeah,
also
get infantry armor, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I actually forgot about that. It's not something you see very much in PvP.
No. Microing arbiters is...
Oh, that, and infantry armor.
No, in this matchup, no.
No. And suddenly this game is just... dynamic of this game has been totally changed. I still think Do Life is doing okay, but...
Do Life is still in the lead, but it's not as...
Oh, sorry, I'm not talking about Do Life, I mean Pandora. My bad, sorry.
Yeah, Terran.
Terran, yes, Terran.
Terran is in the lead, but it's not as unwinnable.
Jedi definitely has a fighting shot now. That's what I wanted to say.
One thing that I have noticed, okay, so when he did the Rico, he could have gone for a strategy where you take down the comsat station, because he has taken down the comsat station of the third base, and had the chance to take down the comsat at the top left corner. And at that point, Arbiters and BT just become so much stronger. It's one of these very dirty tactics again that Protoss players can pull off every now and then.
Yeah, Pros players have been known to do such things.
Well, said the Zerg player who likes to snipe the obs.
Well, I think the ops is
It's very honorable
things just
position.
happen in the fog of war, you know.
Yeah.
The ops the ops is like a machine, right? There's no actual guy inside there.
Is there
Is
a
there
guy
like
in
a
the
little
comms station?
Protoss guy inside there? I
No,
don't think
there's
there is.
barely any Protoss guys inside anywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. The Reaver's not a thing either. Like it's a machine, I think.
Yep.
And the same as the shuttle and the probe. I think the probe's just a robot, right?
Yep. The probe is a mechanical unit.
I don't understand why people got mad at me when I killed Little Pep. It's just a robot.
Yeah, Zerglings deserve to leave, not probes.
Yeah.
They technically have some intelligence, some part of the overmind.
That's true, yeah. What an engage here, man, on the bottom right side here. Just one tank just wailing away at that cannon.
It was so many mines though.
Yeah, and the tank actually managed to kill quite a lot of the probes mining there as well.
Yeah, and the Vulture had 5 kills before it died as well.
Yeah, very effective trade there, I think. And looks like Pandora is way in the lead again in terms of supply. I think maybe he's just going to build up to another major army and then try to do another death push and kill some bases somewhere.
Yeah, and Jedi is currently trying to keep Pandora away from entering that bottom right base again. But as you said, 3-2 Vultures are so strong. They will enter the base.
Yeah.
They can take down that cannon very easily if they wanted to. But they will choose to take down all the probes.
Meanwhile, there was an attempt to get into the fourth base location for Pandora by the Protoss. But that's not really going to work. This is just not the kind of funnel you want to attack into.
Yeah, he should really focus on that 5th base.
Oh, I didn't notice this, but there was a recall being set up. It's in the natural of the Terran.
Yeah, it's one of the worst places where you can actually recall because you're sandwiched between the reinforcements and the production facilities. And it's just not really where you want to be. It's a desperation recall at that point. If you
yeah, I don't really see what he was trying to accomplish there because you can do any economic damage and you're not on top of the production. So
yeah. I didn't see if there were any turrets, but maybe the Arbiter was just close to dying, so he tried to pull the recall.
Yeah, I think Jedi is just kind of bleeding out now. He's gonna basically be losing most of his army.
Yeah, well, Pandora had that huge lead early on in the game, and we as observers right now are able to see that Jedi had a fighting chance at some point, but maybe Jedi is just thinking that he's way more behind than he is, and he's just trying to do any damage.
Yeah. He is going to lose both of these bottom right bases. He already lost the other one. Yeah, at least this one that he just lost, he is at least almost mined out.
There's 5 High Templars, 6 High Templars going to that fourth base.
Oh,
I don't think that
there's a whole train.
Okay, stasis is a nice start, but if there are no units that you can
very nice
store.
Doesn't hit the High Templars though, but it does hit the Arbiters.
Yeah, I suppose
there's so many more tanks coming. There's going to be vultures coming as well.
He's trying to morph Archons. Or what, that was a misclick, I guess. But yeah,
and at this point, Pandora just has such a formidable army, and it's all 3-3. I mean, Jedi still has the ability to crank out units, but I don't think he's ever going to get up to an army that can actually contest Terran very correctly.
No, as soon as a Terran has these upgrades, you don't really like your mindset should not be making an army that can contest that, because you're never realistically going to get that with the same amount of supply.
Look at how many tanks there are. They're gonna melt this Nexus like it's no one's business. There it goes.
Yeah, and it's not the last mining base of Pandora, but of Jedi, but Jedi doesn't really have any workers currently.
Yeah, why don't I play Terran? This is a very strong race.
It's a good race, man. It's half of the pupils in this tournament. Definitely means something.
Yeah, it's true.
And we had Jessie in the chat earlier, and she only started to pick up Terran this season, and got to, was it A rank?
Oh,
did you get
very
A rank, Jessie? I think she did.
Yeah, that's truly impressive if you can do that in such a short time span. Oh, look at these High Templars all getting picked off by the Vultures. I think Jedi's got just about nothing left now. Yeah, he's got no serious mining base. It's just the third, which is almost mined out. I think we're gonna see a GG here probably pretty soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Just Jedi had a very good chance, but unfortunately was not able to capitalize on his advantage when he had it.
Yeah. Well, Pandor's very good specifically at this matchup as well, so it's no shame in losing to Pandor.
Okay, that's good to hear, because Pandor throws over me every time we play. Too sexy for you as well in the chat. Hello, welcome.
Yes equals Gosu, yeah. It's true.
And let's put a win in Pandor's score again. Pandor going up to 3 currently, at second to last place, leaving Art of Turtle unfortunately alone in for that last spot in the tournament. But yeah, as Art of Turtle was saying, yeah, you officially won the last place, Art. But as he was saying earlier, he's really a ZVZ specialist, and it was unfortunate that we didn't really have any other Zerg players. It's not many Zerg players. We didn't have anyone else but Art of Turtle. But still, his PvZ was scary. I remember definitely 50% of your wins are in PvD. Yeah, next game is gonna be on Polypoid, actually.
Let me see. Sorry for not joining your game.
Okay, but yeah, so
okay, so this is the map that Jedi picked.
Jedi actually picking Polypoid, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess that's it's a good statement. Just saying like, okay, I want to just try another good macro game, and we'll see. The best person wins. I mean, obviously, it's. I guess it's not necessarily going to be a macro game. Maybe he's going to pull out some crazy cheese, but Polypoid is the map you want to pick if you just want to play a straight-up game.
And I respect him for that decision, because we did see that despite Pandora having that huge advantage and that unstoppable 3-2 army, Jedi was still able to recover and take it to a very long game. So we have Jedi 1 spawning in the bottom left corner.
And Pandora in the top left. So let's see what kind of builds these guys are going to bring out here.
Yeah, no forward gateways from Jedi this time. Seems like he was favoring them in his series against Dual Life.
I actually wonder if this series was played before or after the other one. And sometimes your choice of builds can be altered because of a match you played earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I did say no forward gates by Jedi 1, but it seems like I spoke too soon.
Oh.
The gate will be at the low ground.
Like a Zerg build. PvZ build.
Yeah, usually the SimCity is a bit different, but it seems like he's not really going for a different SimCity either.
Yeah.
Usually you want your gateway to be touching the pylon rather than leaving a place as if for the forge in PvZ.
That's true. So he's not gonna scout Pandora and be like, oh wait, this guy's Terran.
Like,
what do I do? What do I do?
I thought I was playing PvZ here.
I guess you have that on ladder sometimes, right? When you're playing someone, and for some reason you just think they're a different race.
Yeah, if I'm thinking about the previous match, it often happens. I still think that my opponent is the same as whatever I played last.
Oh, is he gonna get an SCV here? Pretty close. So. I don't think he is, but yeah.
Not with 3 SCVs right now.
Oh, the SCV is actually chasing the probe. Yeah. Why did he fight the probe with that SCV?
Jedi did get the SCV.
I guess.
What a ghost.
I guess the SCV was like, "You want to go? You want to go?"
Yeah, do not mock robots.
The thing about Terran units is that Terrans, they can't survive in the vacuum of space, right? That's why they all wear these suits and like marine armor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you get one little hole in your SCV suit, it basically explodes. I think it's supposed to be what happens, right?
Yeah, I think that's essentially what the probe did. Tickled the SCV to death. Made a hole in the spacesuit, and
I'm sure that like the SCV has like some sort of a plug somewhere that you can like unplug, and then the whole thing just deflates and like.
I mean, they also have jetpacks on their backs. Maybe if you try to ignite, if you can ignite that jetpack as well.
Sure, an SCV has lots of weaknesses.
Yeah, definitely not the best unit, most flawless unit. Let's go it like that. But yeah, to Sexy just joining and being surprised by Doodle's score. Yeah, we were saying in the beginning of the cast, it's despite Doodle being one of the favorites in that tournament, they're currently not backing that up with their scores.
Oh, that's Zealot getting zapped to death by the SCV.
Yep. It has many weaknesses, but also...
Now there's actually no Marines left.
Almost. Well, there is one left in the natural,
yes.
But yeah.
And this Zealot still has a lot of health, so he's gonna have to take care of this.
And Protoss behind it has... but its next is already done. And is denying a lot of the SCVs from mining. It's a shame though that there's so many SCVs currently that are low, 1 hit away from dying. But he can't really connect with them. He's not actively clicking for trying to find the weakened SCVs.
Yeah, now that the Vulture is out, this attack has to stop.
The Vulture is out, but so is the Dragoon, and if we can get that Dragoon forward enough, the Dragoon can still do a lot of damage. I'm surprised that the Vulture did not try to run by
Yeah, the vulture was already quite low when it moved up there. Guess he's gonna wait for now.
Yeah, maybe get some vulture upgrades going.
And Citadel is just going down now. For
Jedi,
Jedi.
likes his DTs.
His Jedis.
Yeah.
They're more like Sith Lords, the DTs, I think. I mean, they get be part of the good side, right?
Well, they are on the good side. They've just been banished from the purest Protoss race.
I don't really remember the lore very well. Maybe I should replay the campaign sometime.
Yeah, it's
I just know like little bits and pieces.
It's good. I like the lore, but if I have to be honest, it's not as well taught as some of their other genres, for sure.
Yeah, I remember that when I was playing through the campaign, I kept thinking like, why are you making these terrible decisions regarding Kerrigan? You know, obviously you can't trust Kerrigan. Come on.
Was that StarCraft 1 or StarCraft 2?
I've not played StarCraft 2, so.
Alright, because
I'm sure the same thing happens there. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's you cannot trust Kerrigan. Is the
That's the definition of StarCraft. Wow, these SCVs actually coming out to fight the goons.
Yeah, and then they are
so
so
very
good looking.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
look at the SCVs and the amount of damage that they could do to goons. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, still it kind of sucks to lose all these SCVs. He lost quite a few of them.
Not that many. I think we lost 2 or 3 at most.
Okay, yeah.
And if that was probes or drones fighting a vulture, it would be a very different story.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
Yeah, I do not feel sorry for the lost SCVs there. Not enough.
You don't feel sorry for the people in those SCV suits.
Nope.
Cold Protoss heart.
No, after what the vulture have done.
That's true. Yeah.
It's justice.
It's justice. It's an eye for an eye.
Yeah, I guess on average it's eye for an eye, because probes don't really have eyes, but drones do have 2 eyes. So.
That's true, yes. I see that there's a DT out now. Oh, 2 of them actually.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's gonna do with these.
There's also Robo.
Is there actually there's no turret in the natural yet, right?
No, in the natural, there are some mines. There are turrets in the main base though, so I don't expect the DTs would be able to do a lot of damage if they go into the main base.
No, I suppose not, but it doesn't have scanners yet though.
There was one mine that connected with both DTs.
Oh, I missed that. Oh yeah, I see it. Wow. That's painful. Yeah, now you're gonna have to do something like run that Dragoon in if you want to get anything done.
Yeah, but as soon as you do a move like
I
that,
don't think you can get by now because there's that missile turret up on the high ground. I think that's going to give enough coverage to take care of these injured DTs.
Yeah, well, the best thing that you can do is sneak into the natural, take out the gas, sound the SCVs, maybe the armory, but it's a very
I think the armory
optimistic
would be nice, but I don't think you can, realistically pull that off.
Yeah. It's technically possible, but not realistic. And there's that 5 HP vulture sharking around the map.
It's hover bike. You know, as I understand it, there were actually going to be 2 versions of the Terran race originally in StarCraft. And they were going to be like a very professional army and like sort of like the rebels. And the vultures were going to be part of the rebel version of the Terran. Ultimately, of course, they merged them together into one race, but I think that was like part of the early design.
Yeah,
Kind of makes sense.
it makes some sense.
So
yeah,
different, right?
because also Marine and Firebad, they are. You can tell which one is the rebel there.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
The vultures, the DT is big to the main base.
Yeah, the DT is that actually was a very nice pickup, I think. That tank. Oh, and he's gonna get these tanks as well. There's actually there is a scan, thankfully.
Yeah, and Jedi One was even forced to do the thing where you kill off your comsat station and you remake it because it.
Oh wow, I missed that. That's very amazing that we saw that. That's a very rare move.
Yeah, you actually get the energy faster that way than if you wait for another 50 energy.
Yeah, they start 50 energy, right? Or close to it. Yeah.
They start at 50, exactly.
Tried to get a mind drag there with that DT. Almost got it.
Yeah, was really trying hard to drag into that other tank, but...
Yeah, it was impressive of Jedi to find these little blind spots here and do some damage.
Yeah, and also...
Yeah, it wasn't looking to me like he was going to get any damage done with them.
Definitely not, and then also picking these times at the middle.
Yeah, drags out of mine. Very nice, yeah.
Terran's upgrades are delayed again. I don't know if that's just a Pandor thing, that he likes to delay his upgrades, like Mihu.
Yeah, maybe. Again, there's one of them is spinning and the other one is not, like in the last game.
Yeah, also that. Like, that surely is not intentional.
He's making a forward command center.
Yeah, you can... Like, the Terran players like to do that. It's part of their defensive SimCity that protects them from Protoss attacks.
It does actually make sense, yeah.
CC has so much health.
That's right, yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna see round 2 of the DTs. I guess not, because Thunder's also been saving up on comsat energy. But it doesn't really matter, like these speed zelts are doing their job.
Oh my god, is he actually gonna get this CC?
It's very close.
Oh, he needs like 2 or 3 more hits, but
yeah, but he's
not gonna get it, I think. I think he no longer has vision of it now.
He had vision of it very shortly, and he had the opportunity to.
It's actually gonna burn down, unless Pandor can spare the APM to send something over to repair.
Not paying attention.
He's gonna burn down.
Oh, good thing he remade that other CC.
That's true, yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, he was bringing a Corsair to snipe it.
A Corsair?
Yeah. There was a Corsair near the middle only.
I see it.
Terran's mirror only.
Oh. Oh, there it is. Amazing.
That's probably the plan for the CC.
I guess you can, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The Corsair is chipping the CC away.
I guess a Terran building has 1 armor.
Yeah, all the buildings have 1 armor.
You just landed and now it can't attack anymore. You just lifted like 5 centimeters off the ground so I can attack it.
Yeah, all buildings have 1 armor, but that's only after they are done. While they're making, they don't have any armor.
Yeah, all the Terran buildings, you mean?
All the buildings. Even a third hatchery has
I think the
1
creep
armor.
colony doesn't have armor. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I think like the story with the let's look at this attack first. Wow. That was actually an insane mind hack.
It was really good mind track, yeah. The mines connected with the tanks.
You remember the first game we saw this evening was Jedi trying to attack up this exact same hill and getting absolutely nowhere. But this time he's actually breaking through.
Yeah, and he is spotting where all the mines are, and he's connecting.
Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't have the ability to take out the last tank there.
Yeah, well, it's not the last time. Look at that tank from the main base shooting.
Yeah, there's one in the main base, yeah. But he can still shell away at this command center. But not with that other tank there, unfortunately. But still, it feels to me like he should be able to break this now.
Yeah,
with
he just needs some Zelt reinforcements, which are arriving as we speak, so... And
it looks like
do Stargate Arbiter again.
Oh. I guess this is just the way that Jedi likes to play.
Yeah, and these two Arbiters this time are actually going to do a lot of damage, because he's gonna force so many scans. And okay, currently we do have a third comsat station, but if he was still on only two comsat stations, these two Arbiters can be what wins the game. With their cloaking ability alone, they don't even need to cast any spells.
Yeah, there's his first stasis. Doesn't get any of the tanks though.
It's a good stasis because it catches the vessel.
That's very nice, yeah. Gets Zealots on top of the tanks. This is looking very good for Jedi. He's gonna break this base now.
Yeah, he has been resetting the tank count very consistently.
Oh, actually stasis his own Zealots for some reason. I guess that was a misclick.
Yeah, but must have been a misclick for sure.
Yeah, there was nothing else there except for the Zealots. Well, that sort of thing happens.
And you can say that it was to protect them from taking damage, but it really wasn't.
This is for your own good.
Yeah, that's the state in which they will wait at the end of the game. It's like, oh, I don't need you, Zealots. Take a break. Take 5. Yep, the Zealots are...
His natural's been breached, and he just walks away because, you know, there's tanks on the high ground. You don't really want to fight those, but there's a third base here that you can break because there's nothing here except mines.
Yeah, that's actually the fourth base that he's taking out right now.
That's true, yeah, it's the fourth. It was formerly the fourth base, now it's the third base.
Yeah, and he's... yeah, the Terran was on no economy whatsoever. And with that the base being taken out, yeah, Pandor... A very nice win by Pandor. By Jedi, I mean.
By Jedi, yes.
Yeah, Pandor did not have any income.
It was a very nice GG from Pandor.
Yeah, very honorable GG. You don't get that from old Terran players. Even though...
Well, are you trying to say something about Terran players, Y2?
Maybe, but the ones in this tournament have been very, very, very well mannered.
That's true.
They've said GG all the time.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it's
that's another point for Jedi.
Yeah, these are the current standings. We do have Do Life for sure as one of the winners.
Yes, I think Do Life has played all his matches, right?
Do Life has played all their matches, Pandor has played all their matches, Jedi has played all their matches, and Art of Turtle has played all their matches. There is one series that remains between Doodle and Exit. But I know there were some complications, so we do know one of the finalists for sure is Do Life, and then we'll have to figure out if the other one would be Exit or Doodle, realistically, because if Doodle takes it 2-0, it will be Do Life versus Doodle, and otherwise it will be Do Life versus Exit. Unfortunately, Jedi One does not have a fighting chance of getting that second spot.
Yes, I see. Yeah, it has to be either Exit or Doodle, and if Exit grabs even one game, he is in second place.
Yeah, and Doodle has to win 2-0 if he wants to have a fighting chance for the finals. But yeah, we don't have that series yet, so it's gonna be possibly announced next week when we cast the finals, or whenever the players are ready with the finals, really.
Okay, so we have basically only Doodle and Exit left, and if Exit wins one game, he is the second place and he goes to the finals. And if Doodle wins both games, he's gonna take second place and move on to a best of 5 with Do Life.
Is correct.
Okay, so we have either a TVT or a TVP finals. It's gonna be interesting.
Which makes sense with the TVX.
Yeah, and Do Life has been
in the beginning.
Yes, exactly. Do Life has been really just killing it in this tournament. But yeah, Exit is no slouch. He's very good, very active.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I don't know, but between them, I don't know who would take that.
It's I don't know. Someone said earlier, I don't remember who was, about Do Life is in next BSL. As I said, Exit has already made an appearance in BSL, so it's gonna be a good finals between the two of them, and their activities were out of this world, really.
Yeah, so and it's gonna be a very different dynamic with the best of 5 as well.
Yeah. It's it's not gonna be 2 games anymore. Like mind gaming is gonna be much more, and like psychological warfare. It's gonna be great finals, regardless of who Do Life's opponent is. I'm sure of that.
Okay, so we'll try to get you that final match next week, I guess. I think that's all the matches we have, right?
This is all the matches that we have for now, yeah, and that is the end of the stream. The only thing that I'm wondering right now is I can see both Bonnet and Quark are streaming StarCraft content.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure which one we should rate. Like, Quark has not streamed in such a long time, but Bonnet has been one of these like old team coaches. So I leave it up to all the guys in the chat. Who do you want to
see? Well, maybe they don't want to see a Protoss. Maybe they want to see a Terran. Have you ever thought about that?
Well, no. There's only Y2Kid.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see anyone else online right now. There's actually not that many people streaming right now.
Yeah, we can either go to one of these.
Well, you know what?
Here's
my take on it. Let's rate Quark, because he's got 30 viewers and Bonnet has 80 and Y2Kid is 170.
Yeah, balancing it out a bit. And Quark has been like very good on when he's streaming. Like, as I said, he has not been streaming for a while, but when he's streaming, he has been very good on whenever he finishes his stream, he would usually rate us with any of our CPL casts if we have any. Okay,
yeah, so let's return the favor to him.
Yeah, makes sense. So let's go and watch Quark now. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Dada, for casting most of these games in this tournament with me.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah.
And yeah.
As I told Shimmer earlier, there's a lot more content planned, so we will keep you updated on what's the state of that, and when are we going to be doing our casts. Keep an eye on the CPL channel, and thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Dada, for casting with me, and yeah, we'll probably see you next week.
Thanks, guys, and see you again next time then.
Yep, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.